and welcome back to another edition of WBJU's Trending. I'm Chelsea Moss.
And I'm Caitlin Unruh. As we take a look at this week's show, the university is hosting hundreds of high schoolers across the country at one of the most unique events.
BJU's 42nd Annual High School Festival began last night in FMA and will continue throughout today, tomorrow, and conclude with a festival concert in Rhodehaver on Thursday night.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for many people to come and display their different talents and compete in a friendly competition on campus.
Absolutely. I remember when I was a high schooler and just the nerves, but the excitement of getting to perform and just have a great time with your friends and really just growing. You know, those are opportunities when you get those comments back from the judges to grow in whatever competition you're in.
Yeah, and how fun as a high schooler is it to go onto a college campus and stay in their dorms and interact with all the college students.
Yeah,
it's a great experience.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to just kind of get a taste of what college is like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for a unique take on how important a visit to BJU as a high schooler can be, we have Meredith Hamilton in the studio with a special guest.
Thank you, Caitlin. Today we have Seth Sanders in our studio. He is a freshman history major, and he came to Bob Jones for several years to compete in the high school fest, correct?
Yes.
How did your visiting Bob Jones as a high schooler impact your decision to attend Bob Jones as a student?
I thought it was really great. I thought it was sort of like a small sample of what college life is. It was really busy, and a lot of the responsibility was your own, so I thought it was it gave me a good feel of what Bob Jones would be like, and I liked it, so it influenced me to come here. Yeah.
And what advice would you give to college students as to their interactions with the high schoolers? What can we do to make them feel comfortable here?
I think it's easy to forget that how much high schoolers look up to college students. So even in the dorm, the little things that you do could really influence how they think about college life, especially in prayer group. You know, like really and being respectful toward God and being friendly towards them and making them feel welcome in the dorm can really have a big impact on them on where they could go to college.
Awesome, that's great advice. Now we're going to play our trivia game with Seth. You have 30 seconds. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions, and you have to try to answer as many as you can within that time frame.
All right, sounds
Ready?
good. All right.
Okay, here we go. First question. How many times did you visit BJU as a high schooler?
5 times.
What was your favorite memory of staying in the dorms?
Definitely doing pull-ups with my college friends and high school friends. So.
How many high schoolers would normally visit from your high school?
It depended, usually about 15 to 20.
What was your favorite competition to be involved in?
The humorous interpretation.
How many competitions did you usually compete in?
About 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Usually, it kind of varied, but yeah.
That's a lot. All right, thank you so much for playing with us today. That's all the time that we have. Back to you, Chelsea and Caitlin.
Thank you, Meredith and Seth. Well, throughout this week, remember to take the time to make a positive impact with your visitors.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. Be sure to tune in next week as we discuss the taming of the shrew. For Trending, I'm Caitlin Unruh.
And I'm Chelsea Moss. Enjoy your weekend.